Hey guys, it's Deanna and welcome to my vlog. So recently I started my first post-college job, which is really exciting. And so this week I'm taking you on a walkthrough of what it's like to be the morning producer at a news station. Okay, it is 2:20 in the morning and I'm going to work. Okay, here I am. Let's get the day started. Hi, newsroom. So here I am at my desk with my little background on my computer. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to log on to a program called iNews, which is where we put all of the stories that are happening and how everybody knows what the order is. iNews, and we have all of our shows over here, and I'm on mine, CBTM, and this is actually the hold bin where we put all of our local stories that happened over the weekend. So I just come over here, and I copy them all, and I pull them over into my show. There they are. Now that I have all of the local news in our show page, I have to wait for the anchor to write her own intro before I start putting them in the show, otherwise they kind of get lost. So now I go and I look for national and regional stories. So because we are CBS affiliated, I go on the CBS website, which is not showing up on this camera, but that's fine, and I look at their version of what the top stories right now are. So they'll give me all over the weekend and then coming up type of stuff, and I pull it and put it in the show. So when I find a story I like, I have to put it in iNews, and we have certain ways to notate things. So first is the slug, which is just kind of what the story is. So like there's a story about a dog cafe. 3 means it's a package, which is it's complete. We don't have to do anything to it except show it. 1 is a VO, which is just video, and then the anchor will talk. And then 2 is a SOT, which means there's an interview clip. And then format, package. You come over here and I put in dummy times, so the anchor will read for about 10 seconds, and we think the package is 1:30. So I will go in and watch the package and make sure that it is actually 1:30, and then I'll put in the real time. And then the video ID so that I can find it when I go back into the edit bay later and cut it. Make sure the volume and everything's right and that certain things aren't in there or whatever. And I will show you guys that later in this video. So once I found a story I like, I have to go into its page, and I can download it, and they give us the script, which is down here. And that is so that we can properly time out the show. See? And so we know what they're already saying, so we don't repeat anything unnecessarily, and so I can see how long the package actually is, so I can put the right time in iNews so we can time the show properly and hit all the breaks that we need to hit and not run over time. So once the national stories are downloaded, I can copy the script over just like this. Ta-da! So while I wait for the anchor to finish writing her intro so I can order the show, I make graphics. So right now I'm making a lower third graphic, which is usually with somebody's name and job title or how they fit into the story. Those are given to me, and so I just copy and paste them into the correct lines. Then when I'm done making the graphic, I just drag and drop it into the story. Now I'm making an over-the-shoulder graphic, so this will go over the anchor's shoulder before the story plays. So I just choose a picture, put in the title of the story, and drag and drop it. So now I can start to edit. I've written down all my stories. I take my list into the edit bay, and I import the stories into Avid, which is what we use. I go find it in my folder, I choose which story I want to import, and go. Once the story has imported, I connect Avid to iNews, and I make a sequence by just clicking on the title of the story so that when I'm finished, it'll all play in the right place. Once the video is imported, I can go through and cut it, which means I check the volume, make sure it's not too loud, or most of the time I have to bring the volume up, and I just make sure that everything's fine. There's no weird white flashes at the end, which is a little white screen that happens sometimes in the last 2 seconds, but I have to take that out. I send things to play out when I'm done cutting them. They go online, which means when I come over here to iNews, they can be played from the control room. Those are offline because I haven't sent them yet. So now I just kind of bounce back and forth between the 3 edit bays, making sure the volumes on the stories are good and doesn't sound funny, and that the tag is what I said it is in the script. So there we go. So it's around 4:45 a.m. and it's time for me to print 8 rundowns and 1 script. The script goes to the director, and the 8 rundowns go to our audio guy, 1 for the director, the graphics guy, 2 camera guys, the 2 anchors,
and me, so we can all see what's going on and make sure we're on the same page. Delivering the papers and scripts and rundowns.
Now with local news first, you're watching Concho Valley this morning. Local news first, you're watching Concho Valley this morning.
Coming up on Concho Valley with the morning news.
And now we print the update for later this morning. There it goes.
And now you can go home.
See ya dark and early tomorrow, KLST.
I hope you guys enjoyed my really early morning. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, and tell me what you want to see in future vlogs by commenting on Instagram or YouTube. See you guys next week.